Hello, my friends. This is gonna be second video for today, and I do have a few interesting topics that um, I hope you will find interesting too. So let's begin. Today is 14th of January, uh, 2023. Now is 15 to 5 afternoon by Moscow time. And yes, as I said in my previous videos, in the end, we did have had some reports by mainly Ukrainian Telegram channels that Russia were preparing a massive missile strike. And in these minutes, right now, this information is coming through. By latest reports, many uh, many infrastructure facilities are targeted in different areas of Ukraine. I'll show you now one of the channels, Ukrainian channels, on Telegram, and I will read what is latest news there. This is, I did mention like few times previously. This is a Telegram channel of Anatoly Shary, Ukrainian politician and journalist in exile. He's living now in Spain, as I understand, and I mean he's very popular uh, individual in Ukraine and in Russia too, one may say. So he's reporting here that, and he has some good sources in Ukraine. So we can read here that missiles are hitting targets in Odessa uh, and Odessa region, and that's the Black Sea coast. Kiev under fire. Same time, Zelensky's Nazi regime is shelling Donetsk. Some six explosions were in Donetsk. Here we have information that some explosions are in Nikolaev region. That's missile strike, Russian missile strike. We can guess that's footage of one of the missiles that are flying over the Kherson region, which means some western Ukraine, some infrastructure facilities in western Ukraine probably will be hit. And here we have confirmation that some explosions are in Vinica, explosions in Krivoy Rog. Same time, Anatoly Shary is reporting that some explosions are in Belgorod region of Russia. So Zelensky's Nazi regime is firing back. At least it seems like, or at least they try. Explosions in western Ukraine, in Ternopil. So, yeah, it seems like, and I did read a few minutes ago that air raid alert is in all of Ukraine. Entire Ukraine is under alert right now. So it seems like some major missile strike is going on right now against infrastructure of the Zelensky's Nazi regime. It seems like Moscow did give a kind of break to Ukrainian side because From New Year, from 1st January to until now, Russian side was quite passive. At least we didn't see huge volleys of missile strikes, but today is seems like different. And in few hours' time, probably we will hear exactly what kind of targets were hit by missiles. Zelensky's Nazi regime probably will say that they did shut down some 90 to 100% of Russian missiles, but that's what they do all the time. And they're giving society this fairy tale that they are shutting all missiles, and then somehow tens of infrastructure facilities becoming damaged and out of order. So it seems like after successful offensive on Solidar and Bakhmut, Russia is Russian side is moving forward now with massive missile strikes, and that may mean that in a very close future we may see some general offensive from Russian side. Yet again, who knows, man? But it seems logical. It seems logical to me because Ukrainian armed forces, I mean, probably losing their morale. They lost Solidar. They are losing Bakhmut. And there is rumors that in next few days to few weeks, Russia will open second front, if I may say this way. Russia will open second front and will attack from Belarus. If that happens, I want to believe that military leadership did learn from previous mistakes, and they will plan this offensive very carefully so that there will be no repeats of retreats like it was done from Kiev region, Sumy, and Kharkov. So only time will tell, but right now this is the major development. So yes, it is what it is, man. And second topic that I like to talk, I will use this opportunity. The second topic is that let me open this site. This is a TASS news agency, and probably you are familiar with this development, but I will give you my comment on it. We have information from TASS news agency which says that Prime Minister of Britain, Sunak, Rishi Sunak, told Zelensky that he will deliver a Challenger 2 tanks to Ukraine in near future. It seems like only 10 to 12 Challenger 2 tanks will be sent to Ukraine. I did read today that in next few days London will send 4 tanks to Western Europe, probably to train some Ukrainian crew for it, for those tanks, and then 8 additional tanks will be sent after that. Now, what can I say, man? Challenger 2 tank is a great tank. If anyone said that these tanks are bad, I mean, they probably have no idea what they are talking about. These tanks do have a great armor, one of the best armor in the world. And they have a very accurate gun, and it's unique gun because it's not smooth gun like all other main battle tanks have. It's a rifled gun, which means that it gains more accuracy, but uh, that's problem too because Challenger 2 tank can fire only from only shells that are manufactured for this gun. All other guns that are on main battle tanks of the NATO, like Leopard 2 or Abrams or even Leclerc, they are able to shoot same ammunition, but Challenger 2 is different. It's a great tank, but it comes with some specifications, And one should say that 12 Britain only operates little more than 200 Challenger 2 tanks. God knows how many of those tanks are battle ready. Probably 60%, maybe even less than that. But even if London will decide to send all of its Challenger 2 tanks, man, on the battlefield, um, that will basically change nothing because in one-to-one fight, Challenger 2 probably will emerge victorious against like all types of tanks that Russia has in inventory, like T-72, but latest versions of T-90M, for example, they are better than Challenger 2 tanks almost in every way. And even then, mostly armored vehicles in Ukrainian battlefield are taken out by artillery and missiles from helicopter gunships or anti-tank missiles. And no tank in the world has good enough protection against artillery shells or missiles or against anti-tank missiles. So that's why I'm saying, even if London decides to send all its Challenger tools to Ukraine, that will basically change nothing. And same I can say about Poland. Probably you are familiar with news that Poland did decide to give to Ukraine, to Zelensky's Nazi regime, some 12 to 14 Leopard 2 main battle tanks. And I can say these tanks are great tanks, even though Poland has older versions. As I understand, it's Leopard 2 A4 variants of this NBT, but still it's a great tank with a great gun. But yet again, in one-to-one fight against all the T-72s, they may have some advantage, but not against T-90M, for example. So, and yet again, Leopard 2s are obsolete against anti-tank missiles or artillery shells. There is no protection against that. So yet again, for now we are talking about some 12 Challenger 2s from Britain and some 12 to 14 Leopard 2 tanks from Poland, which may be sent and probably will be sent to Zelensky's Nazi regime. But basically, this is some kind of, I see it as some kind of gesture of some kind of expression of um, those desperate position that Western elites did find themselves because um, they could not manage to destroy Russian economy. They send billions and tens of billions of worth of weapons to Ukraine, and that did not change much on a battlefield, and now they are sending their main battle tanks. It definitely seems like they are just desperate, man. Because of course, military experts in the West, they're gonna tell them that even if they send hundreds of those tanks, I mean, that will basically change nothing. And, and that's the my take on this topic. That's how we see in Russia, because no one does give a damn about those Western tanks, man, because they will be destroyed as easy as some other tanks were destroyed that Zelensky's Nazi regime has on its inventory. Yes, um, from a psychological point of view, I mean, Russian society will become even more uh, united against Western aggression, because that's how society in Russia gonna see this conflict, and that's how Russian society sees this conflict. Because I mean, come on, man, Washington, London, Paris, or Berlin, they are doing anything and everything to somehow destroy Russia. That's how we see it. But and of course, German tanks on the fields where our grandfathers were fight against Nazi Germany. I mean, that's gonna be kind of some kind of trigger for anger, definitely, and that will unite society in Russia even more. And as I said, no matter what kind of weapons West will send to Ukraine, I mean, I feel sorry for Ukrainian people that are suffering, that being used as a anti-Russian tool by the Western elites and by their puppets in Ukrainian government. But what you gonna do, man? I mean, Ukrainian society and Ukrainian militaries, I mean, they should take their arms against Zelensky's Nazi regime, really, and finish this conflict. That will be best way to deal with situation right now. But yet again, man, it seems like, but at least for now, Zelensky's Nazi regime has some tight grip on military, and but that may change, that may change. Who knows, man? Who knows? Anyway, this is, I mean, two topics that I did like to talk about. I hope you find this video interesting, and if so, please consider to subscribe on my channel, and please leave some commentary. As you can notice, I'm always active in comment section, and I'm happily are engaged in the conversation. I encourage you to subscribe on my Telegram channel. I do share some uh, news in my Telegram channel too, and this is kind of, I mean, the Telegram does give me some kind of how you say it, man, insurance that we can stay in touch, because YouTube may shut down my channel, or YouTube can be or could be shut down in Russia. So, I mean, Telegram probably will stay open, and if you are subscribed to my channel, then we can communicate through that platform in the future. So, yes, and if you find it possible for you, please share my videos. That will greatly help me to reach wider audience. This is it for now. Thank you for your time, and take care.